Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Chanel number five,
Number five, yes.
the Mambo number five. For
Ooh,
it's,
member number five.
it's something we haven't done in over a year. It would be it's the kind of live watch along reaction thing because reaction videos are big and they require no effort, but apparently loads of people watch them. So I'm not bitter.
They involve us watching football.
Exactly, but we're not showing any copyrighted material. So how are you, Keith? Before I talk myself in any more bother.
Get you a shovel there, Sir Shaw.
Hmm.
I am. The leaders aren't great.
A wee bit nervous. Yeah, so it is, of course, the final day of the Premier League season. And yeah, you actually have something to play for, whereas my team doesn't really. We're playing Liverpool at home. Not really an awful lot to play for. So the way this is going to work is I'll have all the scores down there, as and when they go in. But I will be watching the West Ham Villa game. And Keith, you will be watching
Man United, Leicester.
Man United Leicester game. Because
There was. Let's be honest. There was no other game I was watching. Was there?
are you sure you don't want to watch bloody Everton Bournemouth? As it stands, so here's the kind of the summary of the day and how it stands. Either two of Villa, Watford, or Bournemouth will be relegated today, with Norwich already going down. Bournemouth on 31 points, Watford on 34, Villa on 34. So
Bournemouth are pretty stuffed, aren't they?
they're pretty much down, yeah, Bournemouth. I can't really see how they're going to survive unless an actual miracle happens. So it's really between Watford and Villa. Man United, Chelsea, and Leicester are battling for the final two Champions League spots, with United and Leicester, of course, playing each other today, which you will be keeping us abreast of, Keith,
Yes.
as we go through the day. And Wolves and Tottenham are battling for the sixth and final Europa League spot.
Yeah, there are permutations for our game.
You with the big words, pulling out
Yes.
permutations.
Basically, if we win, we're third.
That's the long and the short of it, as they say.
Yeah,
Right. Well, Chelsea will qualify for the Champions League if they avoid defeat. But if Chelsea lose, they'll qualify if United win. Right.
yeah, because Leicester
Yeah. As far as
Leicester
United
are
are
currently
as far as United are concerned, if you will qualify if you avoid defeat, but if you lose, you'll still qualify if Chelsea lose.
yeah.
Right.
Basically, basically the simple thing is um we have to match Chelsea's result.
So what do the relegation candidates need? Well, they'll stay up if they win and both Villa and Watford lose, right? So that's what Bournemouth need. Watford, if Aston Villa win at West Ham, then Watford need to better their result by two or more goals to stay up. But if Villa draw, any Watford win would ensure safety. And if Villa lose, a Watford draw would be enough. That's confusing. Villa can guarantee survival by matching Watford's result against Arsenal unless both of those teams lose and Bournemouth win at Everton. Does that make sense? No? Good. Let's just see what happens, shall we? Yeah, those are the games that we'll be watching. The United Leicester game for Keith and the West Ham Villa game for myself. So it's what, 10 minutes to 4.
10 minutes, yes.
So, do you have any, in the spirit of the usual way these things go, do you have any beverages for possible sponsorship?
I do not today, no.
Good
I think
Lord,
it's
you're right.
I think I think it's going to be a tough enough day without me getting drunk halfway through this. I just have blackcurrant in my little bottle.
Funnily enough, so do I. Completely independently. No doubt tea will go on at half time. I'll try and make it a fancy mug, shall I? Just for
Here, if it's not going well, I might have to run to the off license at halftime.
it's a Sunday. Are the off license open on a Sunday?
Couldn't need to be.
So I suppose we should give some team news, as you've quite nicely reminded me, because I'm an idiot and didn't think to do so. So do you have the team news for the Man United Leicester game?
So for Leicester, they have Schmeichel in goal, Justin Evans, Morgan Thomas, Albrighton, Tielemans, Chowdhury, Ndidi, Iheanacho, and Vardy, with Gray, James, Mendy, Barnes, Priat, Perez, Bennett, Ward, and Hurst. So the rest of their squad on the bench. And for Man United, it's De Gea and goal, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Brandon Williams, Nemanja Matic, Paul Pogba, Mason Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and Anthony Martial. And starting 11, Romero, Baye, Lingard, James, Fosu, Mensah, Mata, McTominay, Fred, and Gallo on the bench. So basically everyone else we have fit.
Lovely. Sorry, I've just been distracted by Robbie Savage on my telly. I don't know whether to, I don't want to kick my own telly in because,
No.
I kind of need it. I'll wait till afterwards. It's fine. Yes, for West Ham, we have Flappy Hansky in goal.
Flappy Hansky.
Johnson, Diop, Ogbonna, Fredericks, Sushek, Rice, Bowen, Noble, Fornals, and Antonio. On the bench, there's Balbuena, Yarmolenko, Felipe Anderson, Lanzini, Wilshere, Allaire, Costa Silva, Randolph, and Coventry. It's unfair they have a whole team on the bench, but there you go. With Coventry. Coventry won the League One. I didn't even look at League One. So there you go. Coventry are back in the Championship. Fantastic. It's slowly getting back to like when we were young. It's going to have bloody Leeds, Coventry, Charlton, and all in the Prem, which will be fantastic. Anyway, that's we're getting away from the Aston Villa lineup. With Reina in goal, Gilbert, Konsa, Mings, Target, McGinn, Douglas Luiz, Hurahan, Trezeguet, Samata, and Grealish. And on the bench, it is Taylor, Lansbury, Nakamba, El Ghazi, Jota, Nyland, Hawes, Vasilev, and Keenan Davis. So there you go. A veritable who's that of footballers. But yes, it is like what? Kickoff is approaching very shortly, so we're going to go and do our last minute things, such as have a piss and possibly refill beverages, and we shall join you for the kickoff of these very important games. No doubt. Well, they're important to someone. They're important to you, not really so much for me.
It's quite important to me, yeah.
Time for the blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the air. So, Keith, we're about to kick off in 5, 4, 3. Oh, they've already kicked off. Well, balls to that. Well, there you go. That's kind of ruined that for me. We are... Piss. So we're
live.
We're underway for the final day of the Premier League season. Goal update. Newcastle have the lead against Liverpool.
You are joking.
We're very late on this one, but 26 seconds in, and Newcastle have taken the lead. Dwight Gale.
I'm going to be quite nervous over here, and I apologise in advance for some of my swearing.
Is it more so that you're worried about your bets as opposed to what actually happens to United?
I like Mason Greenwood.
He's all right, isn't he? He's grand. What were you doing when you were 18? Keep it PG. It's before 9 o'clock.
Being a ragamuffin. How's about that?
An oik, a ragamuffin, a ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well.
I was prepping to go to university to get a degree that I've had absolutely bugger all use for since I got it.
To be honest, I think if I'd went to university, I probably would have drank more than I normally do.
Yeah, that's the joys of being a non-drinker at university. You're like, well, what is this for? Because I did a Mickey Mouse degree, essentially, so I just wasted 3 years of my life.
Pogba on the ball in the midfield. He needs to have a better game than he's had recently. Although
the last game, I mean, I don't like getting hit in the face in general. So I probably would have done the same thing.
No. There's no. That ball's 15 yards away from him. No, there's no... Even Harry Maguire said it in the interview afterwards, yeah, he probably should have just took it in the face. No probably about it. Let's be honest with the fact Maguire wouldn't have been sticking the hands up. Maguire would have took it square in the mouth.
Well, no, but if the ball had hit Harry Maguire, it would punch it on one of the corners of his head.
That's why he doesn't score headers.
Well, no, then it could be like a Lisa situation, and the ball sticks to your hair and deflates. You could just run into the net then, because then it would, it might count.
We always get the Simpsons reference in, don't we?
Absolutely. Should point out, by the way, my telly is over there. I'm not just looking wistfully off into the distance.
Yeah, I must point out to the viewers as well that the tablet I'm watching on is down here. So I'm not just looking down into the corner.
No, having a lover's tiff and ignoring each other. It's just
I suppose if I was being smart, I could rest the tablet up against the screen. So at least if I'm looking forward, it looks as if.
Oh no, that would require far too much planning and effort on our part.
Right, well, goal update. Oh, hang on. Martial coming forward in the box. As you can tell by that, nothing came of it. Arsenal are 1-0 up in Watford. Aubameyang penalty.
Oh no. That could very much have ramifications.
Very much. That's very, very good for Aston Villa.
Oh, lovers tiff. Fredericks and Grealish having a wee shove, and now they're at it again, lads. What is that?
I was just about to ask
already.
Iheanacho in the box for Leicester penalty claim. No.
I suppose we should discuss like Norwich who've gone down, because it'll be the inevitable question that floats about for the next 2 or 3 months. Anyone from that side that you'd take, or do you see getting a big move?
I think the fullbacks could go somewhere.
See, the thing about the fullbacks is, right, they were...
Is it Max Orange?
Max Orange and Jamal Lewis, yeah. They were talked about as being like... they were talked about as being really kind of dynamic and stuff, but maybe it's just because Norwich's defence has been so terrible that we haven't seen it. But I didn't really see an awful lot out of them this year that would kind of convince me that they're kind of, maybe in a better system. But
yeah, maybe in a better system and just a better team in general. Yellow card to Harry Maguire. That's a bit of a...
There's only one real standout that I can see, and that's Emi Buendia. It's because he's absolutely terrific. Well, he's the third highest chance creator in the league, so
it'll be a good one to go from bottom of the table Norwich to Atletico Madrid.
Pretty decent, like, you know what I mean? Another goal update. Norwich have taken the lead against Manchester City. Just on the subject of Norwich, they have taken the lead against Man City. Onel Hernandez gives Norwich the lead. Not that it means anything at this stage for Norwich, but they have the lead away at Man City.
I hate to burst your bubble.
Oh, pace. Don't then. Just...
I think the goal may have been disallowed.
Well, for Norwich, I thought you were going to say that Liverpool had equalised. This is why we should not work in any office-based environment. Our admin skills are utterly appalling. Right, I really have to pee, so hopefully nothing will happen within the next minute. But if it does, keep everyone informed.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Currently, it was disallowed. Disallowed for offside, and Manchester City have scored. Here, Gabriel Jesus has scored for Manchester City, which is never good. Tottenham are 1-0 up as well, apparently. Bournemouth have taken the lead against Everton, which is really good for my bet. A Josh King penalty.
Hello.
Spurs have scored. Spurs have scored. Bournemouth have scored.
Fuck's sake.
Norwich goal was ruled out, and Man City have scored.
Jesus, bloody hell. See, this always happens when I go for a piss. I miss everything.
When you guys are digging about with the ball at the back again, I'm getting very frustrated.
So as it stands, Newcastle are 1-0 up, Arsenal are 1-0 up, City are 1-0 up, Bournemouth are 1-0 up, and Tottenham are 1-0 up.
Yes.
So that's how it stands in regards to... The games we're watching are both 0-0, and absolutely bugger all has happened. The only thing that's happened to me is, apart from going away and missing all the goals, as I tend to do, the only thing that's happened is I had to go and be a bit sick looking at Aston Villa's third kit because it's absolutely disgusting. So as it stands currently, Watford and Bournemouth are going down, and Villa are staying up.
Fernandes breaking forward. Nobody there. Bruno Fernandes just played the ball across the 6-yard box, and there's nobody within a hound's goal of him.
I do enjoy that we're using the phrase hound's goal now, and no one will have absolutely any idea what it means. There's a shot, and it's wide from John McGinn, and that is the most exciting thing that has happened.
Oy vey.
Didn't know you were Jewish.
Neither did I. And we have a goal at Burnley. Brighton have gone 1-0 up.
Cheers, Jeff. Goal for Brighton. Burnley
goal for Brighton.
It is Yves Bissouma. Yves Bissouma has scored. So we're 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
Nothing has really happened in our games. It's all happening in the other games, which is typical whenever we do these. It always happens in the other games. God, Declan Rice has just had a shot, and I think that goes down as a point for Dublin. That's how far over the bar that went. I shouldn't
One of
mention
them.
Declan Rice in Dublin because it'll make everyone really angry.
Yeah, we have another goal.
We do have another goal.
Arsenal have scored.
Arsenal are 2-0 up. It's Kieran Tierney who scored.
Yeah.
And Watford is looking pretty bleak for Watford at this exact moment in time.
We have another goal.
Another goal. Who's scored now?
Sheffield United have gone 1-0 up against Southampton.
Sheffield.
I will inform you of a goal scorer whenever my app decides to tell me who scored. Oh, Lundstrom. Lundstrom scored for Sheffield United. Bruno Fernandes is in. Get in!
Manchester United scored.
Oh, it's offside.
Oh, he's offside. Oh,
he's offside.
That is a boker for your.
What a ball from Pogba, and what a take and finish from Fernandes. But he's offside. Arsenal are 3-0 up.
3-0 up, Arsenal.
Yeah, that's Watford down.
Watford it's not going overly brilliant. It's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang makes it 3-0 to Arsenal. God, do something. What's the most underrated flavour of crisp, in your opinion?
Prawn cocktail.
As underrated, really?
Yeah, a lot of people don't like prawn cocktail.
No, I just thought it's not very underground. See, Worcester sauce. I'm all for it. Or paprika flavoured stuff is generally quite fantastic.
Pickled onion.
You know what? I'll agree with you there on pickled onion.
He's a tank,
And apparently he doesn't, do weights or anything. I deem that to be a bit of a lie, but there you go. Because I don't do weights. I don't look like it.
No, I don't do weights. And apparently Timu Pukki should have scored for Norwich.
So would you say that from Pukki was a per finish?
I feel sick.
I feel bored.
I wish I was bored. Ball. Rashford's in. Rob Marcus.
Has he done a silly, has he?
Oh, Moise Keane has equalised for...
Moise Keane has scored a goal. Well, there you go.
Moise Keane has done a football. Liverpool have equalised against you as well.
Oh, piss. Well, I can't say that I was... couldn't say that, we were really...
Virgil van Dijk.
Big, sizable Verge.
Watford have a penalty, apparently.
It's kicking off. It's all kicking off. So
things are happening.
So in the past few seconds, Everton have equalised at home to Bournemouth. Newcastle have been pegged back by Liverpool, and Watford have a penalty. So Watford have scored their penalty. Troy Deeney has
Troy Deeney with the penalty.
Again, it doesn't, as it stands, it doesn't change who's going down a great deal. It doesn't. I say a great deal. It doesn't change it at all. Grealish with a shot.
Martial.
And it's
it's deflected wide.
Things are happening in both games. It took bloody time to happen in this game. It was a ball across, a nice flick from Hurricane. Grealish with a rather tame effort, to be fair, straight at Fabianski. And what's happening at the King Power?
Good passing in a tight space at the edge of the box from United. Martial takes a touch, goes for a shot, and it's blocked for a corner.
Goal at that stadium that a Northern Irish person can't pronounce. Burnley have levelled. Burnley were level against Brighton. Who scored it? Chris Wood scored. Bloody hell, there's a whole heap of goals going in.
Yeah, Man City have gone 2-0 up. And it's Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne with a goal for Manchester City. So they are 2-0 up on Norwich.
Chelsea have scored against Wolves.
Chelsea have scored against Wolves.
Mason Mount.
There's also been a goal at Goodison Park. Bournemouth have retaken the lead.
They have indeed, yes.
I have no idea who scored it, but Bournemouth are 2-1 up.
If my app loads, I will tell you.
Jefferson Lerma. It's Jefferson Lerma who scored.
Oh. My app says it's Dominic Solanke.
It's somebody in a Bournemouth shirt has put the ball in the net.
Somebody in a Bournemouth shirt, yes. It's
So
half time here at the King Power.
halftime at the King Power. There's still 3 minutes added time to be played at West Ham, and to be honest, there's probably not going to be a whole heap happening. So bloody hell, a furore of activity at the end of the
Yeah,
first half.
Chelsea now up into third.
Chelsea are up into third now, so we'll get a kind of better look at things once all the halftime whistles have blown. We have a goal for Chelsea.
Goal for Chelsea, yes.
Olivier Giroud has scored, so Chelsea are now 2-0 up in very quick 6-2. Two goals for Chelsea in very quick succession. Olivier Giroud doubles their lead. The halftime whistle has blown at the London Stadium, and it's 0-0 at halftime. As it stands at halftime, Norwich obviously relegated in 20th. Watford will slip into 19th, and Bournemouth will be in 18th on 34 points. But Aston Villa are currently surviving in 17th on 35 points. So Villa in 17th, 35 points, minus 26 goal difference. Bournemouth 18th, 34 points, minus 26 goal difference. So they have the exact same goal difference, just a point in it. And Watford on 34 points on a minus 29 goal difference. So it's still, Watford, it's not looking too good for Watford. Bournemouth, I think, Bournemouth are still 2-1 up. So
yeah,
they're doing all they can do. At the other end of the table, Wolves in 7th, Tottenham move up into 6th, Leicester in 5th, Manchester United 4th, Chelsea 3rd, Manchester City in 2nd, and Liverpool, of course, the champions at the top of the table. Bloody hell, I'm exhausted and all I've done is sit in my arse. So that is it for the first half. Do you want to go and, I don't know, take up what's a drug that makes you... Whiskey. Drink loads of whiskey and you'll be fine.
And alcohol.
Right, well, you go and get alcohol. I'm going to go and make tea here. And we will reconvene for the second half. If it's as much crack as the first half, in regards to all the other games, it'll be good fun. For the two of us, it'll be really, 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 really boring. So we are back underway for the second half. You kicked off earlier than I did. You're about, 3 minutes into the second half already?
Yeah, 4 now.
Quick free kick taken here by Villa. Trezeguet, ball across. Samata can't get on the end of it. And that's the best chance of the game. And it's come at the start of the second half. I assume you didn't go for the alcohol then, Keith, no?
No, not any money.
Oh, ball across. McGinn! Oh, you absolute...
In a hard time.
John McGinn with a huge shot. There was two big chances there. Samata with the initial chance. It rolled across the box to an unmarked McGinn, who's looked to side foot it into the net, but he's completely scuffed it.
Southampton have equalised against Sheffield United.
Southampton have scored, have they? Who has got that, do we know?
Is it Shea Adams?
Good Lord.
Crystal Palace have equalised.
A goal for Crystal Palace. Bloody hell, it's all kicking off. So Crystal Palace are level against Spurs.
Don't know who scored yet. Leicester are coming forward. Brighton with the ball in. Lindelof away. Brighton have regained the lead.
Brighton have scored.
Burnley.
Bloody hell, it's all kicking off. So Brighton now 2-1 up against Burnley. Can we just point out, by the way, how excellent my mug is? I told you I'd get a good mug. So shout out to Michael, who bought me this as a secret Santa when we used to work together back in the day. God, it was a long time ago.
Do you know that we are currently watching the only 2-0 in the Premier League?
Imagine my surprise and astonishment. It's almost as if they knew, isn't it?
Greenwood with the ball through. Martial. Just too far in front of him.
Oh, there's absolutely no urgency in this game from West Ham at all, which does not make for a very good viewing experience.
Like I say, I'm not at all surprised. Like you say, West Ham have got absolutely nothing to play for. They don't care. Headed on at the near post. Oh, it's headed on by Vardy. Oh, Jesus! It's headed on by Vardy. He's the first man. He gets across. Bruno Fernandes. He just tries to flick it on more than anything, and it's hit At the top of the bar. Hate to break it to you, mate. Liverpool have scored.
Oh, piss and various other fluids.
Burnley have equalised.
A goal for Burnley, is it? It's Jay Rodriguez who scored for Burnley. He scored the equaliser for Burnley, so it's 2-2 in that game. And as you say, Divock Origi gives Liverpool the goal which puts them ahead against Newcastle. Yes. Genuinely the most exciting thing about this game so far is I've finished my tea and I haven't even reached the hour mark yet. Shocking behaviour. Kick the football in the direction of the big netty thing.
According to my ocular, Burnley's goal has been disallowed.
Yep, it's been ruled out. Brighton still have the lead at turf at Burnley's home ground, which I'm not going to say because it's difficult for a Northern Irishman. Turfmoor. So it remains 2-1 to Burnley. Free kick. Oh, side. I thought that had gone in, but it's hit the side netting. It's just ticked over past the hour mark or the 60-minute mark if you can't understand our accent, which is fine. It's a stupid accent. And as it stands,
Martial penalty has to be penalty
to Manchester United, is it?
Penalty to Man United.
Penalty to United.
Going to be checked by VAR, but it looks a penalty. Evans has slid in from behind. Watford have scored at 3-2.
Watford have scored. So Watford are back in the game. Well, they are back in the game. So
I wish we were watching the same game because I really don't want to watch this.
So it's, 3-2 now? In the Arsenal game? 3-2.
The penalty has been awarded. The whistle is blown.
It's a penalty for Manchester United.
Yes!
And it's in, I assume, given by that reaction.
It is.
1-0 Manchester United from the penalty spot. Who scored it? Was it Rashford?
No, it was Bruno.
Bruno Fernandes has given Manchester United the lead against Leicester. Now it's a former old boy a former United old boy has scored for Watford, so it's 3-2 in that game. But as far as you're concerned, you don't give a hoot about Watford. It's 1-0 Manchester United. So as it stands, United are pretty secure now in third place. Another goal, Keith, is it? Who scored?
There's another goal. I think I'm just about okay.
Sorry, just to interrupt. It was Che Adams who got the goal for Southampton. So Southampton are now 2-1 up over Sheffield United. So just to take stock as it stands, with about 20 minutes left to go, or just under 20 minutes left to go. Top four as it stands: Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, and Chelsea. Leicester in fifth, Tottenham in sixth, and going down is Bournemouth, Watford, and Norwich, with about 20 minutes, if give or take a couple of minutes here and there, left to go.
Jesse Lingard coming on from Manchester United.
Just on the subject of substitutions, my most favourite named player in the Prem is coming on, Marvellous Nakamba.
I knew who it was straight away as soon as you said my most favourite named player.
Is about to come on for Aston Villa.
Mason Greenwood is the one being sacrificed for Jesse Lingard to come on.
Goal for Manchester City, is it? Did you say?
Yes, it is indeed. Goal for Manchester City. It's 3-0 now against Norwich. Raheem Sterling. To be honest, didn't really expect much else. 3-1 to Bournemouth.
Bournemouth 3-1. Bloody hell, what is happening? Bournemouth
have waited to the final day of the season to decide they want to show up and play football. Southampton have gone 3-1 up against Sheffield United. It's a Danny Ings penalty.
3-1.
Manchester City have gone 4-0 up against Norwich. It's Riyad Mahrez.
Just as a side note, that is Kevin De Bruyne's 20th assist of the season. He now has the record for the most number of Premier League assists in a season. He's beaten. He's level. He's level with Thierry Henry.
He's level now, yeah.
He's on 20 assists, so that is the Thierry Henry record from 2002-03. Has now been levelled by Kevin De Bruyne. With not an awful lot of time left on the clock, there's a quick Golden Boot update. Jamie Vardy still leads with 23, but Aubameyang and Danny Ings both on 22. Danny Ings, what a season it's been for young Daniel of Ings. Fair play to him.
Yeah.
Absolutely fair play. Here's McGinn. Plays it out wide. Here's Grealish. Grealish shoots. Grealish! Jack Grealish has scored for Aston Villa. The captain with a captain's goal, and it's an absolute thunder bastard. And Aston Villa, having soaked up a lot of pressure in this game, they've been the better team in the second half. Jack Grealish has scored the goal that could keep Aston Villa in the Premier League with an absolute thunderbolt.
Jack Grealish has, with that goal, potentially added another 10 million to his price tag.
To be fair, I've just seen it on the replay. Fabianski, it's kind of hit straight at him and it's come off the side of his hand and into the back. He really maybe should be doing better with that. But Aston Villa, I don't think, care. They have the biggest goal of their season, which means that Bournemouth, despite the fact that they are 3-1 up, it could all be for nothing as it stands. Because as it stands, Bournemouth, Watford and Norwich are all going down with 6 minutes left in my game. And there's how long left for Bournemouth? Bournemouth have 4 minutes left to play, as well as Watford also have around 6 minutes left to play. God, it's tense, isn't it? Oh, Yarmolenko scored! How is he? What has happened there? He's hit a shot. It's hit off an Aston Villa defender and looped over everyone into the back of the net.
Is that Aston Villa?
Shot away. It's come off Grealish of all people, has it?
Oh, Grealish of all people.
It's come off Grealish, looped up in the air, and it's looped into the back of the net. That is incredible. They're still staying up as it stands, but if West Ham get another one, they're going down and Bournemouth are staying up. And just a completely different little side note, David Silva has just gone off at Manchester City to as much as a standing ovation as you can get from an empty stadium. But terrific servant to City and the Premier League. David Silva takes his leave off the pitch in the Premier League for the final time.
City have actually scored, and so have Liverpool. Kasper Schmeichel has come forward for this free kick.
Bloody hell! So we've 2 goals. We've City are 5-0 up now, are they?
Yeah, and Liverpool are 3-1 up. Leicester have this free kick wide right. Schmeichel is forward, ball into the box, and it's a free kick to Manchester United. Oi, referee! Johnny Evans is off. Straight red card. Johnny Evans had already been booked.
He's been sent off.
Evans had already been booked, but he's got a straight red here for a challenge on Scott McTominay.
Was he the last man?
No, it's a pretty shocking tackle at first view. I'm going to see it again now. He goes in for a tackle on Jesse Lingard. Oh yeah, that's yeah. He's high. He's over the top of the ball. It's stud showing. Yeah.
Speaking of my team, the final whistle has blown at St James's Park. The final score 3-1 Liverpool win. This final whistle's also gone. Manchester City 5-0 win there. Palace and Tottenham is full time. That finishes 1-1. Southampton and Sheffield United is all over. That finishes 3-1 to Southampton. So, and there's 2 minutes left, or a minute and a half left at the London Stadium for between West Ham and Aston Villa. Arsenal and Watford have taken in the 91st, and Everton Bournemouth are in the 93rd. So, if there's going to be any drama, it's going to have to be fairly soon. Sorry, with that clean sheet for Man City, it's confirmed that Ederson has won the Golden Glove for the year. He's got 16 clean sheets. So he edges out Nick Pope for that individual honour. So fair play to you, Ederson, you big mental thing. Final whistle has just blown at Goodison. So Bournemouth have beaten Everton. They've done all they can do. We're into the final minute. There's about 40 seconds left for Aston Villa to hold on. And West Ham
at the King Power. We're just kind of waiting for the final whistle. They're 97 minutes and 30 seconds into 5 minutes of stoppage time. Jesse Lingard has dispossessed Kasper Schmeichel, and it's 2-0.
2-0. 2-0 Manchester.
Game over. Champions League.
2-0.
Kasper Schmeichel had the ball. He was obviously looking to pump it long. Lingard pressed him. Just seeing it again here. Harvey Barnes plays it back to Kasper Schmeichel. looking to lump it along. Lingard pressing him, tries to take it round him. Lingard sticks the foot out and rolls it into an open net. Even then, I still didn't really trust Jesse Lingard.
Sorry, that's the full-time whistle at the London Stadium. Aston Villa have survived by the slimmest of margins. They have survived by a single point with that draw away at West Ham. Bloody hell, lads. Bloody hell. Liverpool finish on 99 points. They didn't manage to break the 100-point barrier. But that was we already knew the result of that. What we didn't know was who was going to go down. And it seems like, it is Norwich, who we knew at the start of the day, Watford and Bournemouth.
All over 2-0. Manchester United confirmed in third place. Thank fuck.
I was going to say, normally swearing isn't really approved on this channel, but for the purpose of today, we're letting them off the lead. And
Arsenal have finished against Watford now as well.
So that's all finished. So I think that's every game finished now. I think every game is now over and done with. Through the magic of editing, we shall flash up the final league table right about here, so you can see for yourself. But as it stands, that is the state of play.
I have quite ruffled hair. I do apologise. I have to say, now I'm quite glad Watford have been relegated.
Bloody hell!
I think, to be honest, what they did to Nigel Pearson was a joke. So,
well, yeah. To be fair, as much as I'm not a big Nigel Pearson fan,
no. But how do you sack a manager with 2 games to go, whenever they were
in a relegation
so far adrift? When he took the job, he got them into a position where it was in their hands. I mean, what's that going to do to the team when it's still technically in their hands with 2 games to go?
It'll be interesting to see what happens over the summer. But that's it for the final day of the Premier League. We got a bit of drama. That's always good. A bit of drama when it looked like it was going to peter out in the bugger all. So, Keith, are you a happy boy? He seems to be a happy boy. Champions League football for Manchester United next season. We finish solidly
third as well, which means no qualifiers, doesn't it?
No qualifiers. We finish in 13th. I'll happily take that. But commiserations to Bournemouth, to Watford, and to Norwich. All that remains is for me to say thank you all very much for watching. Keith, I suggest you go and have a lie down because you look a bit stressed.
Does it show?
No, you look fine. It's all good. Another Premier League season has come to an end. Eventually, it's been a bizarre thing. Keep in mind, although for the last few months, football has been the least important thing. It's who was it said? It's the most important of the least important things.
Yeah.
But it's given what's been going on, it's it's really not the. But we're delighted that it's back. We're delighted the season's done. But,
we're delighted that it's back and it's finished.
There are still, of course, more important things to worry about. But that's let's not put a downer on the whole thing. That is it. The Premier League 1920 season is done and or dusted. All that remains is for us to say, if you did enjoy this video, thank you so very much for watching. Do the usual thing. Click everything. I don't care what it is. Just click all of the things. All of them. It's fine. You can
bells,
thumbs up, subscribe, whatever. It's all good. You can find us on the internet type thing. The handles are here somewhere for Twitter, but barely use it. It's toxic and it's a bloody horrible place, so don't expect to find us on there too often. Various other links
in there somewhere.
Various other links in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, I guess.